Welcome to MacroCode. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today we are going to proceed with our employees management system. So it has been long since we actually proceed with this video. So for those who have been following this particular system, so we are going to ensure that we complete and also have every feature that you will want in an employees management system in ASP.NET Core. So just to show you guys, so we have our employees dashboard here. So you can see we have some dashboards here. So we'll be adding even the graphs as we go along. So we have the employees list, so you can get and see we have the employee number, the name, the phone number, the email address, the leave balances and the status. Then we have the holidays. So here you can see the holidays that are there, and you can add more holidays. So back to the employees, you can also create a new employee. As you can see, you can actually provide some details. Then we have the leave adjustments. So you can do some leave adjustments. So these are the adjustments that has been done. Then we have whether it's actually a negative or positive leave adjustments. Then we have the approved leave applications. So you can actually even do leave application. So we also have the leave balances. So these are all leave balances by the employee. Then we have the approved, here we have the leave periods. So you can actually see the leave periods and you can add a new leave period. Then you have the rejected leave application. So every time you create a leave application, then you need to send this for approval. So it will be actually events. So you can see you can actually have some comments here and you can approve leave. So we'll be also be looking at approval workflow. That means having multiple approval workflows in this particular application. So we also have the system users. So you can add new system users and you can see here. Then we have the user roles. You can create user roles and you can actually assign them rights. So you can see we will also be checking if we can actually enhance this to ensure that we have everything looking good. Then you have the system audit trails. So you can see we have everything that we are doing. We are actually able to track. And you can see we are tracking them and actually logging the JSON. So we'll be making even these UIs look a bit more appealing. Then we have the approval entries. So every time you create something, it is sent for approval and someone can actually approve that particular record. So we'll be actually seeing that. You can see these are multiple approvers and you can see based on the sequences that are there. Then we have the workflow user groups. So here these are the user groups and you can actually see the approvers within those user groups. So here we have also the approval user group matrix. So here you'll be able to see this. So if you are new to this channel, you can watch some of the videos that we had done previously. So these are designations, we have departments, we have banks, so we also have countries, and we also have cities. Then we also have the system codes, and so system codes, we have the edit, view, and delete. Then you also have the system code details. Same thing, we have the edit, view, and delete. So today I want us to, we'll be starting this application from the ground up, ensuring that we have everything in place. So as you can see here, we are going to, so let me just, I want us to ensure that all the forms is looking like this one for the employees list. So you should be having the search at the top and you also having these buttons here. So let me just go to the employees list. So this is my code, how it looks like. So you can see this is how the code looks like. So for those who are new to this channel and you have not subscribed, we notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you have not subscribed. And in case you need the source code, you can also claim the source code using the link down below. So I'll just go here and I'm going to copy this. The good thing is we are going to ensure that we are reusing most of the features that we've just enhanced. So I'll just remove this here and I can actually replace with these so that we actually keep the spacing. Then you have the action, system code created by, created on. Then here Let me just borrow what we have so here I'll be copying that. So I want this particular form, or let's just, yes, we can actually copy everything here. So this particular form, come here, and you can have it, let me see, you can have it here. So I'll just have it here. Then this particular create, I'll just remove that. We can actually reuse what we had here. Under system, under the index, we can copy this, have this here, and you can say add new system code detail. So for this system code detail, this is create. Then here we can actually say, you can search based on the system code. System, let's just, we can actually search based on the system dot, let's do here code. Do you have the code? Yes, we have the code, and we have the, let me see, yes, we have the, so we have the code, and we have the so we can do something here. So let's just see system code details. So I want us to do something here. So I want us to use the view model. So let's just go back here. We can create our own view model. So let's just do here system code detail view model. So we can do here view model. So once we do that, we can actually copy everything here. Can copy everything here, and we can have it here. Then you can say this is so you can actually have this as a display name. So then you can call this here system code. So we can import system component model. Then we can also call this here code. Then we can call this here description. So we can call this description. Then we can also call this here order number. So the next thing is we can also say this is I public. So you can say I collection, and I can actually say here, or you can actually even say this is a list, and you can say system code detail, and you can have these as system code details. You can say that and that. So since we do that, since we have that, then we can actually take our view model, go to our system code detail controller. Where is it? Here. Then under system code details controller, we can actually inject that here, and you can say this is VM. And instead of having this variable, we can actually say VM dot system code details, and we do that. Then then what we need to return is our VM here. So let me zoom so that you can see. So this is how it looks. So we've actually passed our controller, then we have our list, then we have that. So what we are going to change is on our view model, we are now going to say here that, then we say here view models, and you're going to pass our view model. So here we are going now to use the code, and you can say here system code, and here you can say description, and you can say this is description, and you can say this is description, and you can do that. Then you can remove this. So I'm going to remove this. So we have that one. Then this one will be having here. So I think here we can do, let's just do 6. So let's just do that. Then we have our search button. So here, created by and created on. So you can actually even come here, copy this, go back to our view model, and you can add public, you can say string, and you do that, get set. So that is how you can use view model. So you can do created by here. Then you can say, you can also do date time for created on. So I'll just do here date time. Then you can say created on, and I can actually do here, can provide the name. It is annotation, the created on. So if we go back to our index, then we'll not be having this issue. So here we just do dot system code details, and our list should be fine. So if we open now our project, we are going to run the project and we'll be having all the data there. So for those who are new to this channel and have not subscribed, please consider subscribing and like our video. And in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code down below using the link provided. But if you feel you need to buy us coffee, you can always buy us coffee using the link shared down below. So I'll just log into our application. If we go now to system codes, you'll realize we now have the system code, and you can now do add new here. Then here we have the system code. You can also see here the code, system code for this one, that is the naming for this one. You can change this to ID. So if we go that, this is the system code. Do you even need that? So let's just remove this. Yes, we can leave it. So let's just say system code ID. But now here, let's just go there and rename it. Yes, I think we had done that. Sorry. So it should be system code. So this one should now reflect to system code with a spacing. You see it is okay. The order created by, and that is okay. So if we say edit, it is taking us to this edit screen. But now, what I want us to do is, you need to change this particular form. Go to edit screen for system codes. So if we go to edit, so we are going to change here. We are going to do here 12. Then we are going to do here div class row. Then I can close this here. Then I can actually close it down here as well. Then here I'm going to do call MD6. I can do that. Then I can be replacing these with these, with this. I can also do 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 this. But there's something I want us to do. I don't want us to be modifying the user who is created. So for now, if I just launch the app, let me just update so that you see what I mean. So if I update this, you realize that we have the created on. You see, you have the created on, created by, and modified by here. So we don't need to be updating those particular information. So we need to ensure that the system updates them. So if we go back here, we need to remove this. We don't need them here. So I'm going to remove this here, here, and here. So if I remove that, so whenever someone is editing here, we'll just do update. So this will be update system code details. So I'll just remove this and this is update. So this is the title, system code details. So that is updated. So if we do that, then when we are updating, so if we go to, you remember we have the get user ID, this is the user, and we are able to do that. So we are going to now update for our edit. Every time you are editing, we need to also pass the, need to ensure that we pass the modified by here. So it's a modified by ID, you pass the user. So this is the user. And also we need to pass the time. So we need to do here, then we say modified on. We are going to pass the date time. So dot now. So that is the time, and we already have the person who is logged in. So you can also remove this particular binding that you see here. Let's just do away with that, and you should be able to have everything in place. So you can actually have our breakpoint here, then we'll be able to see that. So then let's just launch our app, and we are going to ensure that everything is in place. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We notice 90% of you guys are watching our videos and you have not subscribed. So if you're one of them, what are you waiting? So subscribe so that you give us a morale to actually post these series. So if you go back here and we say edit, you realize that we have the code, description, and the order number. But if we click save, what does it do? So let's just see. So if we click save, if you come back here, you realize that if we say save, our model is false, meaning there is something that is expecting. So it is expecting created by and also modified by. So this one, it doesn't have the, you see, created by, created on, modified by, and modified on doesn't have the values. So this one, if you want to use that, you'll need to have this outside here. So if we do that, that is okay. Then now on our edit here, we also ensure that we have our created by and modified by here. So here we say created by, we don't want to update it, and also created on, so that should be there. So, and it should be sent back. So let's just launch and see. Let's just launch and see. So there we go. So I'm going to sign into our app. So if I just sign in, go to system codes, then here if I just say edit and say save, you realize that on the system codes I now have the created by and the created on already populated. Then I now have assigned the modified on and modified by. So you see now, if I just do that, we need to see which one is now giving us a false. So you can see created by and created by is null, and created, so you see created by D, that is okay. So if we don't need the created by here, so what I want us to do is, where is it? So here, system code detail. So let's just go back here. So, and this is the one, so this one. So I'll just, so what I'll do, I'll say here, model dot remove. So I'll just remove that particular option. So created by, I'll remove that. That's one way on how you can do it. And I can also remove modified by. So you can do that, or you can remove this. So for me, I just want to remove those two so that I allow the code to proceed. So that is a simple way to do it, but if you, in case you have some comments on how you can do this better, feel free to comment down below and we'll be happy to learn. So we are actually learning and doing this together. So I'll go to system code details. Then if I just edit, click save, you realize that now so let's just see which one is as an issue now. It is the system code. So I'll pick this as well, and I can say here model state. Then also I can remove that. So I can do that and remove it. So then I'll be good to go. So let's just launch again and we should be okay. So I'll just sign in here now. So let's sign in. If we go to system codes, so here I'll just edit, and if I click save, you realize that this now is valid, is true. Until this is true, then you cannot proceed. So if I just proceed now, I can now update my details. So you can see, so there is something wrong. So it is saying user ID table audit logs cannot install now. That means on our system, every time you pass save changes, we said we need to log the audit details. So we need to pass the user ID who is doing the changes. So that is one of the rules that we did. So if you go to save changes, we require the user ID here. So that is what we are doing. So, and we ensure that the user ID, when we are saving the audit trail details, we need the user who is actually saving those particular changes. So we'll just log in. Then if I just go here and do the edits, save. So I proceed and update. So you can see everything is updated now. So that is okay. So I'm going to leave it there for today. The next video, we are going to see the view, and you are also going to check on the delete and check how this is working as we go up to ensure that we farm up our employees management system. So if you're new to this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And in case you need the source code, you can claim the source code down below, which goes a long way in ensuring that we post this particular series. That is it for today, and see you in our next episode. Bye.